Welcome back everyone to KCD2, where we are on our way to meet a lady in the garden regarding a book. A book on wine, nonetheless. You know, not just any book. So let's see, she should be behind this wall. So let's see, through here, yes. And...
You have no business being here. Clear
Oh, you're
off.
the brother. You're the brother we were warned about.
Was supposed to.
Yeah, we need to get into those gardens, man.
I'd like to go into the gardens. Why are you on guard here?
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens and doesn't wish to be disturbed.
Well, and is she 20 feet tall and 10 feet wide, or why? I mean, it's a large garden. Is what I'm trying to get at. And she's not occupying it at all, is she? Oh yeah, well, that could be a possibility as well.
Do these gardens belong to you, so you can decide who goes in?
Like I said, my sister doesn't want to be disturbed, and my father, Master Mannlicher, doesn't want it either.
Try to win his favor. Well...
That's a very fine sword you have, Goodman.
And so it should be. It was made by my father, a master swordsmith.
Well, you can tell it's perfectly balanced at first glance. I may not be able to see the blade, but the way the hilt is fitted is clearly the work of a master craftsman.
It seems you know your stuff, good man.
I'm an apprentice swordsmith.
For someone from Kuttenberg? I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
No, my master is Martin Menschy from Prague. We're just traveling north. My master wants to deliver a piece in person.
You don't say? Master Menschy is in Kuttenberg? Do you think I could talk to him? I admire his work, and so does my father.
Of course. Come to the Hangman's Halter Tavern. My master will be pleased to have company.
Thanks. If you want to enter the gardens, go ahead. Just keep away from my sister. My father has forbidden her to speak to men.
Don't worry. I'll give you my word as a swordsmith.
Wiedersehen.
Okay, cool. Nice yarn, Henry. Yeah, well, Master Menschy. Was Martin, our stepfather, called Menschy? I don't know. Oh well. Hi.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name? You handsome fellow.
Oh,
Henry.
wow.
A nice name.
She's a handful.
But I have to warn you, I won't be a miss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
Well, the poor thing... The wine trade is flourishing. No, that's not true. It's not flourishing at all.
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here, in fact. Bushek's book
Exactly.
may not be the most precious manuscript in the world, but it'll help Caspar.
When we were... friends, he gifted me that book. And now he
bugger.
wants it back all of a sudden?
Not really. I mean, if you could just loan it to us for maybe a day or two. We could become friends as well. Casper needs that book. I can buy it off. I can buy it from you. If you won't give me the book, I'll be off. Nah. Yeah, how interested are you in a book on wine at any rate?
No offense, miss, but are you even interested in a treatise on wine?
Of course not. But Caspar kept going on about it, and I wanted to make him happy. Since I've been locked up here, I've even tried to read it out of sheer boredom, so that I don't have to embroider all the time.
So, oh yeah, we could recommend you some other books.
If you like reading, I can recommend some books you might enjoy more.
Oh, do tell. I like to broaden my horizons. Although I doubt the books will be easy to find.
How about The Story of the Heart by Conrad of Würzburg?
What's it about?
Now, if I tell you, I'll ruin the surprise for you. But in short, it's about a love triangle, and one of the characters eats a human heart. I think you'll like it. In the work, Conrad espouses the beauty of true love over the false love of an arranged marriage.
It's like he can read my mind. I've read that tedious wine book anyway, so you can take it.
Thank you, miss.
Farewell,
Nice.
Henry. Never forget me.
Yeah, sure, we will. What? Have you found anything? Or just bog bog in general?
Look what I have for you.
Let's give you a sausage. There you go, buddy. Yeah.
Silly doggy.
The silliest of all dogs. Hello. You're not supposed to talk to the lady. Dude, don't get too close. Okay. I think she's fine. Alright. So, let's find a place and read the book. Place to sit. Yeah, this'll do. Now, let's switch over to here. Sir Bushek's Vintner's Wisdom. On the importance of wine and Galen's theory of humours. Many of us are certainly familiar with Galen's theory of the four humours, or four bodily fluids. According to this ancient theory, the balance of the four bodily fluids, blood, mucus, bile, and black bile, affect our body and health. Even a small imbalance can affect our physical and mental health. Classical medical science addresses the imbalance of these fluids and ways to bring the humours back into equilibrium. But beyond that, doctors are also looking at the effect of personal diet on these fluids. It can certainly be understood that apart from solid food, the fluids we take in affect the balance in the first place. Water, as is well known, is the only neutral fluid. But we will deal with wine. Red and full-bodied wines are associated with blood, Greek haima. Thus, red wines are warm and full of life. On the other hand, white wine is associated by most ancient physicians with mucus, Greek phlegma, and by some with black bile, Greek melina chole, which are cold and dead fluids. Balance needs to be maintained, especially in relation to age. In fact, our bodies are very rarely in balance. Young people have an excess of blood in them and should therefore drink white wine. This will enable them to calm down and not succumb to youthful passions. Old people, on the other hand, have more mucus and are cold, so they should drink red wine, which will give them vigor. In addition to age, the composition of the diet, and especially the pairing of wine with particular dishes, should be taken into account. Here again, there should be a balance between the liquid, wine, and solid, food components. Determining which liquid predominates in the dishes is a rather more complicated problem. It is generally thought that anything that has been circulated by real blood can be associated with the blood of Galen, even if the food contains no blood. It is therefore good to drink white wine with all meat, game, sausages, or offal. although many gourmets are convinced otherwise. The exceptions are aquatic animals such as freshwater and marine fish, crabs, crayfish, mussels, and other aquatic creatures. These are cold by definition. The situation is quite the opposite for plant foods such as vegetables, fruit, baked goods, various porridges, and pulses. These are cold foods, and even then only if we associate their growth with heat, melons for example. We therefore drink red wine with these foods. About rare and exclusive wines. Okay, so here we go with the wines. About flavored and spiced wines. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Study Casper's book and wine. Yeah, we did that. Cool. So, but that's a long read. Okay, here we go. About rare and exclusive wines. As we know, wine can take on a wide range of qualities, from almost tasteless and bitter wines, which are more suitable for cleaning metal objects or pickling vegetables, to rare, exclusive, and even rarer wines. We do not need to mention the wines from the first group, as the reader is surely aware of a number of wine bars where they can torture their throats with poor-tasting wine. But of the wines of the second group, the reader would certainly like to know more. As the saying goes, different region, different manners, and this is of course true of the more highly regarded wines. In the whole Italian peninsula, there is no more famous and valuable wine than Vinsanto. This is a style of wine that is made from the Malvasia or Trebbiano grape. It is a so-called straw wine. The harvested grapes are dried on straw under a well-ventilated roof. The result of this process is a very sweet wine, which a certain parish priest in Tuscany is said to have used to perform miraculous cures on people infected with the plague. In France, which is considered by many to be the land of winemakers, there is no more famous vineyard than the Pope's near Avignon. This French city is known to the readers for its canonical machinations with the papacy, but the vineyard here was established under Pope Clement V, long before the schism to which the Christian community is subjugated today. Thus it may be said that any vin du pape, or papal wine, is highly prized, particularly the Burgundy-style wine, which has the longest tradition in the vineyard. In the nearby Germanic countries, one of the most valuable wines comes from the vineyard at Eberbach Abbey, which can astonish one with its gargantuan size. Many say it is the largest vineyard in the world. One might say that large quantities and high quality do not go together, but the opposite is true. The Christian monks of Eberbach are known for their strict adherence to the procedures, and their wines are among the best that the German lands have to offer. About flavored and spiced wines. Some say that a true connoisseur will most enjoy a wine that is virgin, not flavored or spiced. It should be added that this is what the connoisseur themselves claim, so that they can proudly exalt themselves above the common people who are forced to drink watered-down, flavored or spiced wines. However, this idea stems from the ingrained habit of using flavors and spices to mask the taste of wine that is spoiled, vinegary, or otherwise bad tasting. The truth is, however, that if adulterants are added to a good wine, the resulting drink will be enjoyed even by a wine connoisseur with a tongue accustomed to refined flavors. Such a spiced wine is called Hippocras, after the Greek physician Hippocrates, because he is credited with the invention of the sieve, by which coarse impurities can be removed from liquids. This is a necessary process in the case of Hippocras, since many hard, spicy fruits are broken down into small impurities by maceration in wine. As I have written before, each region has its own manners, and the same is true for the ingredients that are put into Hippocras. In Bohemia, the most common are various aromatic spices, like cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and of course honey to add sweetness. Spices that are pungent, such as pepper, or bitter, such as cumin or aniseed, are never added. In Bohemia, Hippocras is called Hippocras only for spiced white wine drinks, while the same drink made from red wine is called claret, which may confuse foreigners, because claret is also wine style from the Bordeaux region. Oh, geez. So claret means spiced wine, but also spiced red wine, but also is a wine from the Bordeaux region. Okay. Jeez, I hope Henry memorized it all, because, jeez, I don't know. Okay, so, but, this, I think we're ready to go and see the dude about the wine. So let's, fast travel here and walk the rest of the way. Let's go, Mutt. Let's go, 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 go.
God bless.
And you, my man. And you. Okay, so once we're done with the wine quest, we will definitely venture back to the Devil's Den in order to learn the Master Strike, so that we can compete in the sword tournament. So, Innkeeper Havel. So,
Oh, well.
look here, Havel.
Now just this.
Havel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
You don't say. Where's the last place you were?
Let's go,
Saxony,
Germany.
Bavaria, and so on. The German states, basically.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well-traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man. How shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
Okay.
So, what do you say to that?
Try saying something about the wine. Okay, well, here goes nothing.
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon. And I have to say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
You're right. A rare flavor and color tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions.
Should
when I
wines
don't
be
know what
green?
to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
That's nice of you. Yeah. I think so.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan. Like it says in the Bible. You give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Quite a decent vintage.
The bouquet ain't bad either.
A bit bitter for my tastes. But you said it's a young Blaufränkisch. I'm getting notes of black currant. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the colour enchants me every time. Almost like drinking from an inkwell.
Oh, I've never drunk ink. Would you recommend it?
My grandfather used to say, you won't know till you've tried it. He lived and died by that saying.
Uh-huh. What happened to him?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day, true to his favourite saying, he tried drinking spirits to cure himself. Burn the canker, he said. Well, he burnt it so thoroughly, he was dead in a week. God rest his soul.
To your grandfather.
Yeah.
And his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
That's one way to put it.
You said you spent time in the German lands. What wine do the local connoisseurs rate highest?
Well, none of them were mentioned in the book. Well, Riesling is very popular in Germany nowadays, but
Riesling, I think.
But that's the type of grape. I mean, the type...
Well, it's hard to come up with something off the top of my head, but I do enjoy this variety.
Ah, well, never mind. Let's let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a Hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good Hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
Guess the ingredient. Well, Henry, here goes nothing.
Very nice. I'd say it's mint?
Precisely.
Okay.
It's a nice freshness, wouldn't you say? And there's a garden full of it right behind the tavern. I don't know where to put it all.
But it's missing some kick. I reckon your cook forgot to add something.
Kick, he says, eh? Well, ginger could give it a kick.
Ginger. It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man.
Nice.
I'll give you that. After that Hippocras, we should have something more high class.
All right.
I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly. So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Hard. Okay.
Very good and very...
Very red.
Besides that, it has a sort of raised taste at the end of the tongue.
Raised taste? What do you mean?
Come on, Henry.
It's hard to explain, but it really is very red.
Because
Oh,
anyone
bugger.
can see at first glance. What will you tell me next? That the sky is blue?
And isn't it?
Yeah, fail.
I drank this
Bugger.
particular wine from Egger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate. But I ended up leaving disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
Well, wasn't fruits and fish considered cold, and therefore it needs to be? That was in the first chapter on the human bodily fluids and wine. So actually, they chose the food well.
Sorry you're disappointed, but I think they chose the food well.
Really?
I have to refer to Galen and his wisdom. Fish and fruit are foods with a cold essence.
Yeah, there we
For
go.
that reason, they should all be balanced out with a warm wine, which this exquisite Hungarian surely is, because it's sweet and strong.
Very well. The fish, I can understand. It lives in the water. But fruit ripens in the sun. Why is it considered cold?
Well, it's not so much about the sun. According to Galen, fruit is cold by nature, because blood has never flowed through it.
Oh, thanks for the explanation. I've heard these rules before, but nobody explained them as well as you just did.
Okay, then
Oh,
that
forget
might,
Galen.
that might
still
just
rather
have
a
saved
nice
us.
duck patty with my red.
But of course, the main thing is what suits your palate, Goodman.
Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy that Emperor Charles himself had brought in. The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavor it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets monastery.
Tell us
My
more.
cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Okay.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavor that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognize.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly. The monks add a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said,
Cousin
my
Jerome, yeah.
Jerome
Now
is
spit
the
it out. What's the
custodian of
secret,
monastery
man?
vineyard, and I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it. But when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? Never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real monastery secret. What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. But that's enough tasting for today.
Okay.
After all, I've offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head. But you're welcome to stay in my tavern as long as you like. I have to say, I really enjoyed our chat. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I enjoyed your company a lot too.
And the redness of the wine as
I
well.
won't keep you, Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
Farewell. And if you decide to extend your stay in Kuttenberg, stop by for a drink again.
Definitely. God be with you.
Ah, the wine, yeah, it's so red. I really thought, oh boy, that's it. But no, then we saved it with the bodily fluids thing. Cool. So, yeah, great. Tell Casper about the results of your investigation. And we shall... So, let's go, Mod. Mod, you coming? Yep, okay, good boy. Alright. Casper! Casper, you friendly ghost. There you are. Now, guess what?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I
Bum.
spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
What did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or too drunk.
He may have been drunk.
No
but he was
pizzles were
telling the
yanked.
truth. He doesn't know what incense it is, just that they get it delivered.
Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
Yeah. We can go and... Yeah, no. We're not in it for,
Right.
for the money.
But the vineyard is pretty big, isn't it? I haven't a clue where to look for something like that.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers. And it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes.
A
If you could
side
manage to bring me a
garden.
few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
So I assume that's the vineyard in the north.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north
Kuttenberg.
of town.
Yeah,
It's pretty
okay,
large, you
okay.
can't miss it.
Yeah, we know the one.
How do I get in?
Well,
Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a labourer. There'll be lots of work
That would
there
be an
now
option
that
as
it's
well.
summer.
I was thinking, you know, night, play of light and shadows.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
I'm on
So
it then.
yeah,
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
yeah, we did. But do we want to give it back to you? Yeah,
Yes. Miss Adletter is sweet. And she even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. Farewell. Forget the swill from...
well. Okay, so that's why he needed the book. Find the monastery's secret. Get seedlings for Casper. Okay. So it seems we're not done here yet. In and around Kuttenberg. Shrine. So how do we get hired at yeah, probably at D. Chris. Probably we should go to D.
You back already?
Yeah. We are back already. Why is everyone looking like that? human zombies. He's even got his eyes closed.
God bless. Excuse me.
Oh well. Let's get out of the city, Mott.
Rob a fellow Christian like that.
Okay. Beggar monk, eh?
My respects.
Yeah, and mine too. Lumiere still around? Yeah. The theft of silver. We can talk to him about that. Okay, cool.
And you came for advice? You don't know what to do next? Or what's this about?
You're not a bit surprised?
Lad, I was the Gutenberg scribe for years. Silver is always being stolen here. It just
Okay.
depends on how much. And this must have been a lot if it reached all the way to the lords above. So what do you want from me?
I thought you could give me some advice. You have experience with crime.
And what would you like to know?
Well, who stole the silver, man? Come on, speak
What I
up.
want to know is easy. Who stole the silver?
The right question. Very good.
It's all a big mess.
And that itself is important to know. That tells us that there is someone smart and competent behind it all. If a simple miner or a stupid smelter had stolen it, he'd have been caught. No. This goes higher. Believe me. Silver has to be extracted in smelters. And one person isn't enough for that.
Where should I start the investigation?
That's easy. At the scene of the crime, of course.
Yeah, that's the tricky bit. I have to figure out how the silver was lost in the first place.
In that case, go to the roots. Who's mining the silver? Who recorded how much was mined? Who is responsible for how much pure metal is extracted from the ore? You have to find out everyone who came into contact with the silver. And then ask who had an opportunity, a reason, and the means.
And do you have any other advice?
Do you have any other advice for me?
I would tell you, but no, forget it. You're young. You can do it.
What can I do?
Well, once the culprit learns you're coming after him, he may want to get you out of the way. Be careful who you talk to, and what you talk about. And don't trust anyone. Even me.
You don't
Wait,
look
what?
like you'd steal the king's silver.
And the reason?
Exactly. You don't have one.
Right. Neither a reason nor the means. But there is someone out there who really did it. So good luck in the search.
Okay, thanks. We've improved in scholarship and stealth. Let's have a look. Huh. Yeah, but we didn't perk. We didn't perk up. Alright, well then, let's get to that vineyard and let's get hired. Seeing all those beggar women, I'm really wondering if we are ever going to meet the beggar woman from the beginning in Troskowitz. Oh well. So we are here. From here we go just north, right? No, wrong. Go this way. By the way, nope, we're still clean. Good. Now let's switch our outfit. Let's look like someone who needs work, who needs to earn some groschen at a vineyard. Alright, taking care of the hops. Good. So yeah, this flickering and pop in, it's really only started once the... Oh, what's this? Is that a ruined smithy or something? Interesting. Let's have a look before we go and get hired as a vineyard farmhand. Oh, look at that. Oh. Beef tenderloin, eh? Cracklings, hot-boiled eggs, salami. Let's take it all. And what's in here? Nothing, eh? Huh. Lots of wagons and stuff. Curious. Wonder what this place... I mean, this is a barn, obviously. But... wonder what this place was. Used to be. Oh well. So yeah, but the flickering only started appearing ever since the update, the game update to version 1.3. I hope the devs fix that soon. Very soon. Medium. Can sit here. Oh, there's a wineskin we can steal, but we want to get hired here, so let's not start our employment on the wrong foot. What's in there? Nothing. Okay, cool.
Praise God.
Yep. Praising him. Who's a good boy? Yeah. Alright, so... who can we talk to in order to get hired here? Oh, you apparently. Recruiter, yes.
How are you doing here?
What can I say? It's work. We have to care for the grapes every day. So we're in the vineyard from dawn till dusk. This year, it looks like a particularly good harvest. If we don't get any heavy rain, the monastery's cellars will be full.
Okay. Sounds good.
What kind of grapes do you grow here?
Monastic.
I meant, white or red.
You don't know much about grapes, do you, lad? There are many other types of grapes than just white and red. Here on the slope, it's mainly red Saint Laurent. But the white Riesling thrives here too, mainly on rocky soil. Personally, I have nothing but praise for it.
Are you hiring?
Us? Always! But don't be fooled. It's hard work. Days spent bent over in the sun.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. But you'll get a few groschen, something to eat, and a place to lay your head.
Okay, and maybe even all the wine we can drink? No? Okay. Oh well. Yeah, sounds like the opportunity of a lifetime.
That sounds good.
We're
I'll
in.
tell you tomorrow. For now, go and speak to the custodian, Jerome. He'll tell you what to do. Any questions?
Nope. Well, apart from where do we might find this Jerome fella?
What's in that building in the middle of the vineyard?
Vineyards aren't just vines. They need a place to sort, press, and wash the grapes. And we also need a place to lay our heads. We spend half a year up on this scorching hill after all.
What's the master custodian like?
Jerome? He's my cousin, and he gave me this job. Can't complain about him.
And the others?
I don't know, but I've never heard any complaints. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
So another cousin, eh? Wow. Seems to be a large family.
What if I'm not up to it?
You have 2 arms and 2 legs, and that's all you need. The only thing we won't tolerate is someone slacking off. We have a lot of blow-ins, so don't expect any breaks. If you laze about for even a day, you'll be out of here. Understand?
I understand.
Yeah. all we need is a day. So
I'll be going then.
All right, run along. Jerome will be waiting near the...
Don't worry.
Okay.
I don't steal.
I have to say that, because we do get light-fingered individuals here from time to time. And now you know everything.
Really?
Off you go to work.
Who would do such a thing? No, we're fine.
I'll be going then.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry.
I have to... And now you know everything.
Okay, cool. End
Take care
dialogue.
for now.
Thank you. And you, my man. And you. Hi. We're cool, right? Okay, cool. Woof woof. Bark bark. What is it? You found something? Oh, yeah. A spot to relieve yourself. Administrator Jerome. Marvelous, we found you. Great, but first let's take a break here. And when we come back, we will talk to Administrator Jerome and get hired as a farmhand here on the vineyard. And take it from there. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if so, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye.